Earlier, I was on the Anthony O'Neill channel watching a video with this lady, 30 years of age, very well off financially, who found out her husband, well, ex-husband now, they're divorced, was doing some shady stuff. She didn't really go into details about everything was going on, but she was shocked. You know, her family seems to really like him, friends liked him, and this is a guy that goes to go to church as well, and very well off financially himself. And she gave the revelation. I think a lot of us know, many people should know this by now, that just because someone goes to church doesn't mean that they have everything together, whether they're in church or not in church. People all have sort of like disguises and facades and masks. Many do, not all, but a lot of people. And that's like a trait of narcissism, where somebody just does not want to admit to their issue. You confront them about something, they always deny it, even when it's found out, even when you find the evidence and you put it in their face, they still deny it. Man, what can you do? How? I'm still trying to figure them out. Some sort of demonic stronghold, some misfiring in the brain, or this trauma that needs to be dealt with. But how does a woman protect herself from a man that portrays himself as smart and charming and spiritual and intelligent and patient and romantic and peaceful, when he's doing some other stuff, real damaging stuff? Like, he even said that he was trying to damage her career. Even the person that you're sleeping next to in your bed is trying to assassinate you in some way. Could be physically, could be literally, but in different ways. I think there's some things that we just miss, that a person just is really good at deceiving us, and there are times where we miss some things. There are times that things are right in front of our face, and we just don't address it. We don't address certain things. The super long hours away from home, and defensiveness over the phone, and social media accounts you're not really going into too much. You're just letting him do his own thing. You don't want to be a bother to him, or you don't want to pry too much. Certain things, the way he talked to that person, that maybe that female looked at her, and it's so much nuance, so much idiosyncrasies that I think a lot of women don't thoroughly address. And I don't know if that's the way with her, because this woman is an entrepreneur herself. So I don't know how many times they've been together, or how much time they've been together, and truly how much have their worlds have merged. Because there's entrepreneurs that, they come home and they do life together, when they come home and manage a household, manage kids, but when they leave, then they're doing their own thing. He's doing her own thing, she's doing her own thing, and they don't really try to get into that world. Who are your coworkers? What's their name? Tell them a little bit about this and that, what happened with this. And they don't really, it's like my wife and I, like, she could come to my job whenever she wants. She's free to do that. She come to my job unannounced. Hey babe, I went to her job unannounced, not because we're looking for something, not because we have some fear, but because we miss each other. We love each other, right? And and of course, obviously, I know many spouses can't do this, but wow, like, to be able to go into your spouse's workplace and not worry about it. You never ever have any surprise. You know, you never do. You always, everything's just the way it is, normal. And some people are just, maybe they go into their spouse's workplace and they're shocked what they see, you know. But never be ashamed to, hey, you know, like my wife, she can see my phone whenever she wants. She can look into my social media, you know, texts, not because she's looking for something, but because, you know, because she wants to see what's going on, you know, who you talking to, what's kind of going on in this world. Not because she's afraid of something, but because she wants to get connected to me. She wants to, and I can do the same thing. She wants to know more about what's going on with my man. You know, accountability. We all need that, because anybody can fall. Anybody can fall. It's a lot of us that we cannot fall. Come on. Oh, we gotta see. You know, your spouse will look at you like, listen, I don't, you know, the person that you're talking to, man, you got to be careful. You know, I'm just saying, be and we know how people, like my wife would say, like we got a mission, we got a ministry that we got to protect, and we got to be very careful that we don't allow certain people that seems to be okay, seems to be like they're fine, seems to be like not a big deal, hurt us, hurt our marriage, hurt our ministry, you know, and vice versa, you know. So it's not about, some people may see, oh, it's controlling. It could get to that point, but there still needs to be accountability. So there's that fine line that should not be crossed, because people can have blinders on. You could think you know, I'm okay, but sometimes people see things that you don't see. You know, you have to ask yourself, why is this person doing this? Is it because they're truly trying to control me, or because they're trying to protect something that's bigger, right? A powerful marriage, a powerful ministry, a business, right? Reputation, right? So, you know, and there's people that, especially men, get in trouble because all their friends, all their associates are all flirty. They're all cheating on their spouses. They're all giving dirty jokes. They're all, you know, there's no one of high standards no one of high standards is in their peer group. That's sad. So this lady says she next marriage she gonna have a prenup. You know, she was gonna have one. She was gonna have one eventually with the first one, but they ended up just not having it. You know, they got caught up in all you know romance and charming and love, and she just thought, hey, why need it anyways? We're you know, everything is looking good right now, but yeah, regardless, hey, I think everyone should have their own way of getting income, man or woman. Not because we're afraid that somebody is going to leave us, but I mean, like the lady said, we don't know what our partner will do in the next couple of years. You know, like me, I think my wife will leave me and go to someone else and leave me high and dry? I don't know. I don't think so. Hopefully not. But then regardless, it's healthy that you have an education, you have a certain sort of certification or something, you have some job skill, you have something that, God forbid, you know, doesn't work out, you know, because you don't know what someone will do tomorrow. So you got to protect your money, protect your resources, and make sure that, you know, while you know, you're like, yeah, babe, I don't know what you're gonna do tomorrow. You may leave me, hopefully not, but in case you do, I'm good. I got a plan. I got a way to survive with or without you, you know, because ultimately, you know, you shouldn't get with somebody because you need them to survive. They can help you, of course, edify your life, but I need you to survive, so I can get with you and stay with you. If that's the case, man, you're not ready. You should be looking for anybody. But you know, so that's how it is, man. Some women don't work outside of the home, but they do have their education, they have certification. So if the man were to leave them with somebody else, they can get right back into the work field and get right back into making some money because they have the knowledge, the skills, the experience. So, yep. So yeah, God bless y'all. I love you, and Lord bless and keep you. Love you.